okay, we're Nepali and we can do everything. Create the opportunities, there's so much also in Nepal. What's up guys and welcome to a new video. As you all know, I moved from Europe to Asia, but today I want to explain to you why I think that Nepal is better than Europe. And because I know that a lot of young Nepalese people want to go to Europe or the West to work and live there, I was thinking it's also good to show why I think that Europe is not a good place to live anymore and why it's much better to stay in Nepal or to stay in Asia in general. You know, in Europe the people have everything. Entertainment, a health system, enough work and blah blah blah. So I guess everything perfect, right? No. The most people in Europe are not happy. The most people in Europe are depressed and unhappy with their life. The people there have everything. They have a health system, nice cars and everything the most people can dream of. But what the most people are not realizing, they are in a golden cage. And what I mean by that is that give everybody enough that they are okay, so they don't want to change something. And that's the biggest problem, you know, that's what I mean. The people are not happy, the people are depressed, the people take drugs. There are so many problems. Nobody tells you about that because nobody wants to speak about that. And they just make your life so comfortable that nobody is standing up and want to change something, that nobody says we should change that, that's not okay. No, that's not happening. And that's the thing, you know, people in Europe kept stupid and the system tries to keep them quiet. The system tries to keep them down. And that's what I mean with a golden cage. Is it good? Decide for yourself. For me, it is not my kind of living, to be honest. And yeah, you know guys, even though they have everything, good passport, blah blah blah, nobody's free there. I know for the most people this system fits perfectly, and that's okay. I will not say when you're happy with your life and then you say, hey, that's perfect for me, then hey, that's cool, go for it. I wish you the best, you know. I'm just speaking from my perspective, and I think that this is not really good because it's built to keep the energy from people down and don't help them to become a unique human being with their most potential fulfilled. And what is important to understand, in Europe there are a lot of problems nobody speaks about, but everybody knows and everybody hates it, but nobody does something about it. A big problem is the health system. I know everything looks nice on the health system, but the health system is not working anymore in Europe. Since COVID, the health system is not working anymore. Like, at least in Austria, they have big problems with medicine. You need like so long time to see a doctor, and even then you get the worst service you can imagine. For example, I paid so much insurance by myself, and even though I had to pay my doctor by myself, so it makes no sense at all. That brings me to a third big problem in Europe. Money. I know it looks nice when you look from Nepal and you say, oh look, these guys in Europe, they earn so much money, they can fly around and do this and do that. Yes, people in Europe earn definitely more than people in Nepal or other places like Nepal. But we pay, like in Austria, we paid one of the most highest taxes in the world. I paid nearly 50% taxes at one point. So imagine you earn like 10,000 euros or like 10,000 rupees and you have to give the half to government, just because. And then you still have to go, then you still have to pay insurance by yourself, and then you have to live somehow, right? And that's the thing, life in Nepal is super cheap, guys. So when you go to Europe, you will think, what is going on? That's so crazy, because you pay for a salad, like normal salad, you know, in the supermarket. You pay in Europe around 300 rupees. That's like 2 euros. It's super crazy. Imagine that for bread or something. It's like, yeah, it's nearly like 1,000 rupees for a piece of bread and everything. So it's super crazy. And that's what the most people don't understand. In Europe there are a lot of big problems. And the thing is, in the next years, and I promise you that, Europe will have a lot of problems. Now we have also the war, we have nothing to do with, but these stupid politics think that it's good that we put our tax money into a war machine just for the most stupid reasons ever. This is good. We don't ask the people. We just say we do it because the other countries say we should do it. And that's the thing, and that's the problem what I don't like in Europe, you know. The people are not important anymore. The politics and the government lost the contact to the people. They don't care what happens with the people. They just decided what is good for them. But they don't decide what's good for you as a person. And yes, now you can argument, it's the same problem in Nepal with the politics. Yes, I give you right completely. It's also not perfect in Nepal. But how should I say it? It's different here, you know, because the system is different, the life is different here, and especially in the countryside, the people are more connected to the nature, and that also makes them much more happy. And I can't explain why, guys, but I met nearly no single Nepali people who did something bad to me or who was not nice or anything, and it's just crazy to see for me, you know, because in Europe when you want to talk with somebody, everybody like, go away, let me alone, I don't want to talk with you. Really aggressive and bad, yeah. And here everybody's super nice and they help each other. Also in the villages, when I see it, everybody helps each other. People smile, even though if they have nothing. And when I say nothing, I saw people that slept in burned out cars, completely dusty and dirty, and this guy still smiled at me. And that's what I mean, guys, you know, it's just a different vibe here. And you know, the funny thing is, a lot of people wrote me, they want to go to Europe and everything. And guys, I don't tell you don't go to Europe, I just can tell you I had a good reason to leave Europe. Because for me this is not a nice place to live. Also my friends, like most of my friends are not in Europe anymore. Nearly everybody left who is like a little bit smarter than the rest. And because they saw something is wrong and that's not a good life anymore. And the one who's still there, like they're trying to get out. So think about it, why won't European people get out of Europe and you want to go into Europe? So think about also this, you know, because we already know that it's not working anymore, Europe is done, you know, and I think personally there will be a big crash in the near future. I don't know how, if it's financially, war, natural, I don't know, but something will happen, and then I think Europe is even more not a good place to stay. Because in Europe you can't do nothing. Like you can't grow your own food because like it's not like here, you know. Everything is regulated and everybody's super picky, you know, don't go on this, don't use this, you can't do that, blah blah. Here in Nepal, just if there's jungle, nobody cares what you do there, you know, and when you plant some vegetables or something, nobody will say something. In Europe, police will come. So that's what I mean by that, you know. Life in Nepal is just wild and free, and that's what I really love. I'm a person who was never meant to be in this golden cage in Europe, you know. Since I was a little child, I was also always wanted to be free my whole life. I know, guys, Nepal is not perfect, but nothing is perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's like, why should something be perfect? It would be boring, right? But Nepal healed me, you know. Nepal helped me so much to become the person I'm now. Because of Nepal I changed my whole life, because of Nepal I changed my whole thinking, and in Nepal for the first time I feel free and alive, like never before. And just because everything is like it is here. And I know you say, guys, the politics in Nepal are not good and this is the problem and this is the problem, but guys, in Europe it is much worse, but it seems like it's better, but it's not. It's the same stuff like here, just on a higher level of corruption, and they are just much worse. They decide over your head what to do. Like, it's crazy. And you know, so much Nepali people who live in Europe or like in America, they wrote me on Instagram and in the comments. Maybe I'll find some, then I can put it here. And they all wrote me, I'm so right, they lived for 10-15 years there and they say they want to come back, they don't like the system, they are sick of it, they lost so much time and no money, yeah? Maybe a little bit money, yeah, they can send or bring, but it's so expensive to live there, like, what the you know, it's just too much, and so they all want to come back to Nepal. And this is what I want to show you guys. I know you never see videos like this, but it's important because so much of you want to go to Europe or the West to work there and to live there. But guys, it's a nice experience for 2 or 3 weeks when you just visit, but to live there, it's hard. It's even tougher than in Nepal, because in Nepal, even here in the village, like the second house I have, just 2 people came, like a young couple. They went away from at home because they was not allowed to stay together and so on. And then the villagers just gave them their house to stay there for free till they figure out what to do. Show me somebody in Europe who does that. Nobody will do that. Everybody's just mad and like aggressive the most time when you try to speak to them or something on the street. Here it's different, you know. Here people have still a heart. And in Europe it seems like they are dead inside, you know. As I told you, Nepal is not perfect. Europe or Austria is not perfect. But let me tell you this, when you get older you realize what is important in life. And for me, I figured out the most important thing for me is peace. And to be on a nice place with nice people, to be around the nature all the time. I mean, look at this, I have like 8,000 meter mountains behind me. That's just super crazy. Like, it's so crazy. And that's just for me life, you know. I live in an old little house with not a hot shower or some luxury stuff. And I'm fine with that. I don't need some expensive cars and these big houses and blah blah. For now, this is perfect for me. Because through that lifestyle I realize what is important, what I want from life, what I want to achieve. And so guys, before you go to Europe to work or to do something, be conscious about what you have here. And I say it all the time, you have so many opportunities. And because a lot of people ask me what opportunities I mean, I will tell you one example. At the moment, I'm working with 2 young Nepali guys. They're helping me with video editing and so on. And I really like them because they have a cool mindset. They do exactly that what I try to tell you through these videos. They wrote me, they make a free example for me, I told them I like it, and I met them because it was important for me to meet them in person. And I really like their mindset. They are not like, oh my god, I'm Nepali, I can't do nothing because I have no money and no future and blah blah blah. These boys are 18 years old, fresh dropped out of school, no money. They created their own opportunity. They wrote me, they make good work, they met me, and now I work with them. I pay them, I try to help them, I will bring them some camera equipment and so on that they can also learn filming. And that's what I mean, you know, this young boys was never like a victim mindset. This boy said, okay, we're Nepali and we can do everything. And that's what I like to see also from you guys, because I know a lot of Nepali will watch this video. So guys, if these 2 18-year-old boys made it to work with me and to say, we can do everything, let's try to work with this guy because then we can achieve our goals. They told me they want to earn $3,000 a month, and I say, yeah, possible. So not now from me as a client alone, but I will help them to go in this direction to earn that, you know. So that's what I mean, guys. Create your opportunities. There's so much also in Nepal, and it don't have to do something with digital, like video stuff or so on. It can be anything. So go out there, guys. Create your own future. Don't leave immediately, because when I can tell you something, you can't run away from your problems. If you have a poor mindset, you will have a poor life also in another place. If you have problems and you think you can solve them while traveling to other country, believe me, I know what I'm talking, it's not working. It is not working, because these problems are still in you and they're not solved, you know? So it makes no sense. I hope you understand now why I think that Nepal is much better than Europe, and why you should definitely stay here. Because here is a lot of future. This is a developing country, and that means that you have a lot of opportunities to create something, to become to a certain standard. In Europe, you're already on the top. You can't do anything there. But yeah, with that, guys, I hope I could give you a little insight why you should not go to Europe for your life or to work there, to live there. Stay in your beautiful country. It's super beautiful. I love it. There's so many opportunities, guys. And with that, Thank you for watching the whole video, guys. I hope I could help you a little bit with that. Do me a favor, don't forget to like, subscribe and activate the bell. I hope you liked this video, guys, and see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.